can try that with your relationship, boo. Get you a fun partner. Okay, so today, well, not today, but right now, whatever, I'm going to show you how I make my homemade air freshener. It's really easy. There is an old pot, as you can see, like it's all battered and bruised. So I use this pot. It's small, no one misses it, whatever. This right here is water, and it's currently on the stove. Yeah, sometimes, you know, the sprays and all that stuff works, and it's great. But what I like to do is I like to boil water with either cinnamon, that's one, or the second is allspice or pimento. I have filled this up with water. The water is about right here, so maybe halfway. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put about a tablespoon of allspice or pimento, whichever one you call it, in and let it boil. Now what that does is it makes the place smell amazing. It smells amazing. Honestly, it sounds like a weird thing to do, but it's not, because you can burn cinnamon sticks in the oven and it makes your place smell delicious and really great. But for me, I tried allspice the other day and I was just shocked by how great the place was smelling. Like the scent lasted for days for me, and since I cook a lot of seafood, it made a lot of sense. It has like a nice citrus, earthy, sweet, like the aromas are just to die for. So as you can see, I just added well, that was not my tablespoon. This is not my tablespoon. 2 scoops of allspice or pimento. And I'm going to let it sit for a bit. The stove is on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a whisk and I'm just going to stir it. And I usually keep it on medium heat so that it doesn't overboil and the aromas release. See, this is all what I do. And it's like the best smelling thing ever. And I'm not even gonna lie, I normally put a lot more. This is not even enough. Like, I normally put a lot more just because I have tubs of this stuff. But I keep the pot on the stove for a week or two over the burner that's right above. You know, there's a burner where the heat from the oven comes up. I just keep it there. Every so often I add water to it since it dries out and just let it just burn. It doesn't literally burn, it's just, you know, you get a nice smell, nice aromas. But I'm gonna add some more because that was definitely not enough. It needs to be super thick. Add any more just because I'm not gonna be wasteful. But it was actually, you start smelling it right away, so you just let it come to a boil. And what I normally do is sometimes, to be honest, once it comes to a full boil, I take it off the stove and I walk around the house with it and then come back. The scent travels, so I don't necessarily have to do that. I just like doing that. But it's a really nice smell. If you can smell this, whoo, it smells so good. It's pretty simple and it's very effective because the smell like lasts a very long time. Like, think about when you bake apple pie and you get that aroma of cinnamon. This is aroma of spices. It's amazing. I'm just gonna let it boil for a bit, and there you have it, your do-it-yourself air freshener. Try it, let me know. It's gonna boil, it's gonna raise up a bit, so just be careful, because what you don't want is for it to overflow. I mean, I've had that happen to me many times, but that's okay. I'll just clean it up afterwards. But yeah, you just let it come to a boil. See, it's bubbling. Right now it's on level 4 for me. Just make it boil up. And we're off. You just don't want it too high because it definitely will overflow. And I don't stay here and stir constantly. Once I find a sweet spot for my heat where it doesn't overflow but it boils, I go about my business. What I wanted to say was, you didn't have to put as much as I did. I'm just used to dumping a lot in. 1 tablespoon, teaspoon is enough because it's a very strong smell. And you just let it boil like this for a couple of minutes. I usually do 5 minutes tops and just let it stay there. Once it's hot enough, the steam will just send the scent off. But yeah, this is basically what I do. But I put a lot more in because my pot stays on the stove. It doesn't go off the stove. So it'll continuously stay there and it will continuously give off some aromas because it's just going to stay there until I'm ready to dump it. Usually like a week and a half, maybe longer. Because it's constantly boiling. After I cook my seafood, I boil it. Stuff like that. So that's just, you know, maybe something you could think about doing. Listen, I have a TV show date coming up at 9 o'clock. It is now 8:15. I'm getting myself something to eat. I'll be showing you. It's a 1-pot thing. I usually do 1 pots. I'll have a lot of cheese. Give it up for the dogs. They won't let me live. Just give it up. All day, every day. Anyways, I'm gonna be watching Carnival Row tonight with my girlfriend. It's about to be lit, y'all. I'm so excited for this show date that I have coming up in half an hour. Super excited because I want to know what else is going to happen in the show. So my day really, I didn't really do much. I baked and you will see a video about that. I made something to eat. You'll possibly see that incorporated in a video. But The last 24 hours, I've been in my car, running errands, picking up things, dropping things off, which is why you got a lot of me in my car lately. But to be honest, I spend a lot of time in my car. If I'm not in my car, I'm in my room. I don't think you want to see my room. Whatever. But this just goes to show my life is unpredictable. Sometimes I'm busy, like I said before, and sometimes I'm not. But I also have in-between moments where I have to leave the house. I have to go to the supermarket. I know I go to the supermarket a lot, but that's just because I would go today and then tomorrow my mom would say, can you pick me up something? If I'm not doing anything, I have no problem going to the supermarket, you know? So, or if I want to make something to eat and I don't have a specific product, I go to the supermarket. So this is why we're always going to the supermarket. I mean, I can't take you to the bank. I don't go to the mall. Maybe one day I'll pretend, but I don't want to do that. I'm just here showing you my life, what I do, and my thoughts. So each of my videos, I drop some gems, some story time. It is what it is. But yeah, I'm about to eat. Again, going for my mama. But guess what? I changed my hoodie. Yeah, but I'm gonna go back to the other one. That's my knock around one. This one I kind of like. The other one is like I wear it to knock around. But anyways, we're going for a drive at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm on the road again. It's late. I feel like I don't have a social life, you know? Like, I'm running an Uber right now. I don't have a social life, but that's okay. That will come. We have our moments. Yeah, I got nothing. Today was fun, actually. I lie, I have something. Today was actually fun. I spent the day baking, chilling, and then I binge watched a show with my girlfriend. And like, it was like the best show ever. And I'm pretty sure if we watched it by ourselves, it would have been boring. But we had the best time, and we did it all while texting and asking questions and talking and cracking jokes. Okay? Y'all need to try that. That's fun. Shoot, even try that with your relationship, boo. Get you a fun partner. Told you, my girlfriend, she ain't going nowhere. So, message. Anyone who wants to come into my life, just know she's gonna be there. I don't know if it's the same for her. I lie, it is the same, but she is definitely not going anywhere, not at all. I'm back home, and you can tell I'm tired. My eyes are red. My social life